everybody, Kitsune Haruri here, and welcome to my channel. As you know, I have been trying to collect together the Shadow High dolls, well, if you've seen my previous videos about that. And I have all but one of them pulled together. The one being a special edition doll, which she'll warrant a video of her own later. For now, there's going to be two videos I'm putting together. One is the other special edition set, and the other video is going to be the complete lineup of the 6 original Shadow High dolls that were put out. I finally got all of them put together. Yay! It took me a while, just because I was kind of spacing it out. Shadow High dolls aren't cheap. Actually, dolls aren't cheap at all anymore these days. But them in particular, they're pretty pricey, but they're a well-made doll and kind of worth the cost. So I got, one here and one there and one here and one there and so on and so forth. And now that I've got them together, I'm going to show you the full collection. But for today's video, I'm going to start out by showing you the special edition set that came right on the heels of the rest of them. They didn't even give us a chance to breathe before they put them out. And that would be Shadow High, Naomi, and Veronica Storm. 2-pack set. They come with accessories, some hidden ones down here. They are special edition. If you look on the back here, gives you a little bit of an idea of the two characters. Of course, with the signature iridescent metallic box. It says, "Meet the Storm Sisters." It's hard to read. They rule the catwalk and the hallways of Shadow High. That's really all they have to say about them. I, per usual, am going to go right ahead and get these dolls out of the box. We're going to look at them up close and generally just appreciate the artistry that they've put into these dolls. So let's get right down to it. Well, to save time, I'm just not going to show the actual unboxing part. I'm going to show you what I've pulled out at the end. So it'll save us a little bit of time. Alright, so I will be right back once I get everything pulled loose. Well, that took some considerable time. But free at last. We've got them all free. One thing, the usual thing with the packages, way too much packaging. Things stuck into the back of the head. But I got them loose without any incidents. What I did discover is there's 2 boxes at the front that you normally would expect to find an extra surprise in. Empty. They were just there for looks. They look like luggage. They weren't sturdy enough to use as anything. So I figure they were just there to keep you from pushing the plastic in on the packaging. So, pointless package. Anyway, let's go ahead and start out with Naomi. Now, if you look on the box, it tells you what the focus is for each student. Naomi's focus is art direction. And her sister, Veronica, is photography. So, oh, and there's one other thing. There's a little QR code right here. If you have a phone that can do it, it says meet the students. So you get a little more information about your characters by going to that QR code. But moving along. Naomi. So this is Naomi here. As I took her out, I came to realize that her little hand sitting in the purse was literally sitting in the purse. It's not attached to her. They've stuck it in there for looks. The dolls are made so their hands come off so they're easier to dress. So let's go ahead and put her hand back in. If you didn't know that already and got one of these dolls and saw the hand loose, you might think there was something wrong. But no, there's nothing wrong at all. They had her hand loose so she'd look good in the picture, or in the package. Naomi has a very pale grayish skin tone, purple and black lipstick, and what colors we have in there? Yellow, blue, and pink stripes in her eyeshadow. A little pink here, with some dark smoky shadowing. She's wearing a faux fur coat that appears kind of black until the light hits it, and then you can see the purple and green in the fur itself, with little faux ribbons and ribbons, and some silky feeling faux leather. Her earrings are metallic, one S and one H hoop. Her nails are very long, as is normal for Shadow High dolls, but you can see they're two-tone. So they've got a black base with a purple kind of French style, and she has rings on each hand molded in. She's got 3 on this hand, 2 on that one. Her hair has 2 little pigtails in the front, hangs long in the back. There's one of them daggone plastic things. Take care of that later. With black, purple, pink, and teal striping. There's a lot of product in here. She's very crunchy. I think you could wash it out, but you'll want to be careful not to lose her curls in the process. She's wearing boots made of fabric, iridescent, high-heeled, of course, because aren't they all? Underneath her jacket, she has a 2-piece outfit, an asymmetrical cut top and skirt wraparound style with little cherubs and rivets. And it seems they are Velcro at the back, so that is stitched shut there, with a little leg strap to keep her skirt from riding up, and painted on underwear. They're articulated in the way that Shadow High dolls are. The head turns. You've got shoulder, elbow, and wrist. The mid-body is stiff. You have hip and knee. And the ankles are stiff as well. Both dolls come with a grayish purple stand and a matching comb. Let me go ahead and stand her in her stand. See, her eyes look white. Do you have the same eye color? Yeah, they have somewhat of a silvery white eye. Let's go ahead and stand her up. Per usual, they do need their stands to be able to stand up. They're not real good at standing on their own. They're very top heavy because of the size of those heads. Must be the ego. Here's her purse. It's a little clutch with a place for her hand to go, which is where I found her hand. It closes with a Velcro, and it is plenty big enough to open up and put things in. It's made out of faux leather, and it is gusseted. Alligator detail, faux rivets, and SH embroidered on the front with a little buckle. Let's see if I can get her hand back into it. So she'll hold her own purse. I hope. Yes, she holds her own purse just fine. There's not really anything holding it up, but it stayed there, so what's the problem? Moving on to her sister, Veronica. Veronica has her hair styled with a fringe, curled of course, a la the 80s, and 2 pigtails. Her hair is also dark, but with more purple, a little bit of that same pinkish color, and teal striped through as well. She has 2 hair barrettes, bows with iridescent stones, and a headband with spikes. She has a bubblegum bubble, and I don't think it comes out. I think that bubblegum bubble is permanent. She has bow-shaped earrings, also iridescent, with pearl drops. Her eye makeup is also iridescent, in the same color as her sister, just a little bit more blended, with a little less of the shade, and a teal spot in the inside. She also has faux freckles, which, yes, both of them have freckles. A very nice little touch there. Her nails are also done long, also in the French style, but this time black and pink. She has 3 fingers on one, or 3 rings on one hand, and actually 3 rings on each hand. A cute little jacket with a feather-like fringe at the arm, 3/4 length. It ties at the neck. And she has a little faux leather top with an S and H. And the skirt matches the jacket. Kind of a tweed knit kind of thing with actual working pockets and tiny buttons with an SH. Her boots, oh, nope, these are socks that are done in faux leather with a high-heeled pump with a strappy ankle and spikes at the back and iridescent paint. Of course, her skirt is velcroed at the back. Let me retie her neck piece here. It's kind of close under that bubble, but it is doable even for adult-sized hands. So yes, she's pretty easy to tie back into her jacket. I put her up on her stand. Mine seems to have a little bit of a stiff shoulder issue, but I think it's because they just kind of put her together and threw her in. So let's put her on her stand. Is it not down all the way? She's kind of floating here. Her stand doesn't totally touch. Interesting. Both of their stands have studs around the edge with the Shadow High logo at the front. And her purse has a plastic handle made to look like metal with little metal rings holding it on. Spikes along the bottom made of faux leather. And it does open up with Velcro as well. And has plenty of room on the inside. And can be used. So here's your little purse. So that is the special edition set of Naomi and Veronica Storm. Yeah, the twin conundrum there. Who's who? Of course, I did say they both come with their little combs. Forgot to mention those. A very nice little set. I love the colors on them. The grayscale thing was the big thing that drew my attention to Shadow High to start with. And while they're still somewhat within the grayscale, they're now starting to show little hints of iridescent color that just give them that little bit of pop that works very nicely. A great set. I don't know a lot about the characters yet, but I can go and look that up. I really wish that bubble came out. I'm not sure that it's supposed to, but I might fiddle with it some more later and hope I don't break it. Really nice set of characters, and I am looking forward to opening up the rest of the main Shadow High cast. Guys, I will see you in the next video where I very likely will be doing that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.